some big noise for Michael Tharp, Executive Goals Associate. Michael!
How are we doing, everyone? How blessed are we? How blessed are we? What an amazing weekend. I'm so pumped to be here. I want to first give a huge shout out to everyone watching online, especially to the runners, Ricardo's and I's team, who are amazing, amazing people who help and support us. There's almost too many to mention. I got to be a little quick. They told me because I think they know how long I can go. But if you remember one thing today, mom is the word. So if you're taking notes or you don't remember anything, remember the word mom. Mom is the word. So really quick, my name is Michael Tharp. I'm from a place called Greenville, Michigan, near Grand Rapids. I have two amazing boys and love history, economics, politics. I've been a high school history teacher and special education for, 15, 18 years or so. Love blockchain and crypto, but you need something real in your hands in these unpredictable times. This company has just been amazing. So when I first learned about mindset, it was from when I was a teacher, and I'm God's honest truth. Every single teacher, when they started to teach us mindset, made fun of it, myself included. Whatever, that's just that touchy-feely stuff. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is, your talent, the effort you put in. This is just some psychology stuff that they made up in some college to make people feel good. And of course, I was wrong. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. A very smart man once said that. So as you're trying to help people, you have to understand that it is all about their mindset, period. 7K is a vehicle. What you have to do is to convince them that they can do it. This is one of the best movies I've ever watched. It's called Emotion 2.0. Most of it's free on YouTube. I know it's on Amazon. You can buy it. I highly recommend you go and watch it this weekend or sometime this next week. It explains everything, whether it's sickness, disease, trauma, past stuff that's happened in the past. Your mind has the ability and the power to change it. So let's watch this really quick.
What I have found is that 90% of all the pain that we experience is due to trapped emotions, to emotional baggage. I think that this is really the elephant in the living room in Western medicine that we are missing completely.
Our trapped emotions and traumas that we hold in our nervous system are the source of everything that ails us.
What we're finding is that there are these protective mechanisms that help us to overcome and survive these experiences. Actually take these experiences and suppress them, not just in our mind, but in our body.
It's a scientific fact that the chemicals of stress dysregulate our genes that create disease. It's a fact.
And we look for answers, and the problem is that the answers aren't out in our world. They're inside us.
We are not made wrong. We're not broken. We're not missing anything. Every so-called problem of the body is a portal.
Because if you go down through the layers of those emotions, underneath at the very bottom is your true nature, is your peaceful self, your joyous, your playful, your connected self.
We've got to get back to the understanding of the power of the human body to heal itself.
I know this sounds so simple, but if you do it, you will see huge transformation begin to take place in your life.
Imagine living in a world where everyone is actually manifesting from their heart into the world their perfect creation that is inside each of them. That's where we're going.
So when I realized what I was doing involved more than just me and a few people that I knew, and it was going to go bigger than I could even imagine at the time, I had to come up with something that everyone could sink their teeth into. And at the time, I came up with MUM, of the culture I wanted to create on our team. It starts with mindset. Then you need to uplift and help others. Then you must manifest what you want to happen. And I'm going to talk a lot about living in the end. I say that all the time to my team. You don't want to be a silver, you are a silver. And then you have to have that momentum. Now, what I didn't realize is when I came up with this, yeah, I had seen this picture before, but I hadn't paid it much attention. But when they asked me to speak this week, I realized that everything that I had come up with, Mom, was already 7K's vision. So even before I knew how much this company and I aligned with my experiences and what they have set up here for us, it was already there. Now, is that a coincidence? Of course not. So your mindset determines your assets. It's all about the mindset. So at 7K, we see things differently. If you think a certain way, you become a certain way. It's as simple as that. Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinks, so he is. So you don't got to take my word for it. Some people have already told us this stuff. A higher power. So I want to first thank Ron Austin, the first man to ever introduce me to 7K. And I was having some success at the time with a different company, and he got me to believe in myself and want more and think bigger. I had never even thought of making $10,000 in a week. That's crazy. Crazy. If people don't think you're crazy, you're doing something wrong. I want to give a huge shout out to Mike Ablett, who's watching, I know right now. It was him and I when we first started this. And I can get down sometimes. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Mike did not let me get down. He was always there every day to the day. I still think he messages me every single morning. Some sort of positive thing. It's unbelievable, what he does to help me. Nothing can stop you from changing your mindset. Not your upbringing, not your race, not your sex, not your religion, not your poverty, or your location. Now, we know this, but the world does not know it. That is our mission, is to convince them there are no excuses. You control your destiny. Change the conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. Neville Goddard is amazing. If you don't know who he is, YouTube him and listen to him every night, and your life will never be the same. So then we must uplift. Bring hope to the hopeless. Our world today runs on fear, division, and scarcity. It is everywhere, especially at this time. Whether it be COVID, whether it be race relations, whether it be politics, people are being attacked daily, hourly. Every time they open their phone, there's something negative there. We have to overcome that. 1 Thessalonians 5:11, encourage one another and build each other up. And I have to give a huge shout out to Ryan Hutchinson. Ryan Hutchinson is now a gold in this company. Ryan Hutchinson supported all of our technology stuff on the runners for over a month and a half and wasn't even an associate. Hadn't even gotten a check. But if I needed something done, Ryan Hutchinson was doing it. Ryan Hutchinson gave everything and got nothing for well over 6 weeks. And as he kept giving, and he's been doing this for years, he brought in some amazing network marketers because he was helping them as well. And then I think in like 2 weeks he went to gold. And now his life is completely changed. And I can't wait to see what else he's going to do next. Nothing can stop you from changing your mindset. Manifest. It's crazy, right? It's hocus pocus stuff. No, it's real, my friends. We are coming for everything they said we couldn't have. We can do anything that we want. I love the change the world thing. I don't know if I heard that from you guys and I started saying it or I just started saying it, but again, it just meshes and it works. So something apparent to the senses, where you decide it is evident, apparent, or clear. And again, the key is to live in the end. You are not lacking. You have everything that you need. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. There's so many times in the Bible or other religious books where they say things like this, and we were taught growing up, well, that's not really what they meant. That's just a metaphor. That's just a story. What I found out doing my research is it's not. It's real. It's literal when you see that. Shout out to Mr. Alan Bishop Wiggins down in Florida. This man just manifested to gold, and he's been a huge influence in my life, and I just want to give him a huge shout out because I couldn't be here without him, like everyone else on the team. Your thoughts are only limited by you. This next quote is going to be a little controversial, I didn't believe it when I first saw it and was taught it by Neville Goddard. I will be is a confession that I am not. The Father's will is always I am. I am. Until you realize that you are the Father. There is only one I am, and your infinite self is that I am. Your will is always I will be. You don't want to be a gold. You act as if you're already gold. You act as if you already are a silver. Whatever your current mind will allow you to believe, which again, you can believe anything you want to about yourself. And then the last part's momentum, guys. You have got to take it serious with your team. We are going whether you're coming or not. Momentum just demands movement. It doesn't matter about the results. It doesn't matter what your check is. What matters is you are moving in one direction and you're not stopping, ever, for any reason. 1 Corinthians 9:24, so run the race to receive the prize. Do not do anything lukewarm. So, of course, if you didn't know I was going to talk about Ricardo right now, you don't know what's going on. This man is amazing. And when I started with 7K, it took me about 2 weeks to convince him. But I was not going to start and build without him. And I had already manifested that months before. It was only a matter of time until he knew it. So I want you to remember that. Every time you're talking to somebody and you think, they're never going to get into 7K, they're never going to do this, I'm wasting my time. Remember that even the great Ricardo Hamilton didn't see how great 7K was. And it took me 2-3 months that I slept on it once I'd been introduced to 7K. So, no, Ricardo, what do you say? No doesn't mean? No doesn't mean never, just maybe not right now. Exactly. So keep that in mind. To have momentum, you must always set higher goals. That is why we have this. We are changing the world, and there's nothing that can stop us. Mom is the word. You can steal it. You can borrow it. I don't care. I haven't trademarked it yet, but let's get on that. So mindset, uplift, manifest, momentum. Without hustle, your talent will only get you so far. That's why I need Ricardo. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but last night in the event, when all the great leaders were talking, and I wanted to hear what Miles Standish was talking about, Ricardo would not let the Zoom go unattended. We do a Zoom every night at 9:30 EST. And we literally finished our dinner. We got up. Ron was with us. Tony is with us. And we went out and we were doing a live stream on our Zoom. I said, Ricardo, you need to be in there. You're a leader. The people need to see you. He said, no, Mike. What if there's somebody on that Zoom tonight that's going to get in and it's going to change their life? And we're not there. That's why I love working with this guy. I love you like a brother, Ricardo. Without mom, your team will be a bum. Broke, uninspired, manipulated, and a menial. So get your mom on. Make a song about that, GB. Get your mom on. I want that when I go home. So thank you to all the people who believed in me and supported me. To everyone on the runners, everyone manifesting momentum. Shout out to the haters as well. You moved me to run as fast as I could away from you. So thank you. Without you, I wouldn't be here. And as always, the best is yet to come. Keep going, guys. What we have here is nothing I've ever seen before. And again, I got the chance to talk to Mr. Roger Ball, and guys, you have no idea. Wow, we are so blessed again. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Blessed.